You ever feel completely exhausted, even when you haven't done anything? Like your body is tired, but you can't explain why. You didn't run, you didn't work out, you didn't have a physically long day, but somehow you're still drained. What if I told you your brain might be the reason you feel this way, even on your rest days? Because this kind of tired isn't about sleep, and once you understand it, it changes how you see your energy completely. I'm Queen Oreo, and let's talk about it. You wake up still tired, not just sleepy, but heavy. Like your body is there, but your energy isn't. You scroll on your phone for a bit, trying to wake up, but it doesn't work or doesn't help. You sit there thinking, I really should get up. I should start something. I should be doing more. But even small things feel like too much. Answering a message feels like an effort. Getting out of bed feels like an effort. Even deciding what to do feels exhausting. And what's worse is you start questioning yourself. What's wrong with me? Why am I like this? Why can't I just get up and do things like everyone else? Honestly, it's such a mood. But here's what's actually happening. You see, your brain uses a lot of energy, a lot more than most people realize. Even when your body is completely still, your mind can be working nonstop, thinking, replaying conversations, worrying about the future, overanalyzing things you said, imagining scenarios, processing emotions, trying to plan, trying to fix everything at once. And all of that is it burns energy. Excuse me. Real energy. So even if you're not physically moving, your brain might be running a marathon. And that kind of exhaustion doesn't go away with just sleep. Think about how often your mind is actually on. You're laying in bed, but thinking about everything you need to do by tomorrow. You're scrolling, but comparing yourself to other people. You're sitting quietly, but your thoughts are loud. You replay conversations, wondering if you said something wrong. You think about money, responsibilities, things you haven't finished, things you haven't started, things you feel behind on. Even when nothing is happening physically, your mind is carrying a lot. And over time, that weight adds up. This is where people get confused. Because when you feel tired, your first instinct is to rest, to lay down, to scroll, to do nothing. But here's the problem. That doesn't go away. It doesn't always help either. Because your body might be resting, but your brain isn't. Scrolling keeps your mind stimulated. Constant input, constant noises, constant distraction. So instead of actually resting, your brain just keeps going and going and going in a different way, which means when you get up, you still feel tired, not because you didn't rest, but because your mind never slowed down. If you don't understand this, you'll keep thinking you're just lazy, when you're actually overloaded. This kind of exhaustion usually comes from things like stress, anxiety, overthinking, emotional pressure, trying to keep everything together, trying to be okay, even when you're not. Your brain stays in a constant alert state, always thinking, always processing, always preparing. Never feels powered down, and it never fully powers down. There we go. So instead of getting real rest, you stay in this in between state where you're not active, but you're not relaxing either. And that's one of those most draining places to be. So, what actually helps? Not doing nothing, but doing the right things. Give your brain a real break. Not scrolling, not switching between apps, not constant stimulation, but actual quiet. Even a few minutes of no input can make a difference. Move your body, even just a little, a short walk, stretching, anything that shifts your state. Because movement helps reset your system. And most importantly, reduce the mental load. You don't have to solve everything at once. I need to take my own advice when I say this. Oh my goodness. Let some things wait and let your mind breathe. Because constantly carrying everything is what drains you. I should know. I really should take my own advice sometimes. Oh goodness. Remember this. You're not tired because you're doing nothing. You're tired because your brain is doing too much behind the scenes. And there's something else people don't talk about. Sometimes you're tired because you've been holding things in, holding emotions, holding stress, holding pressure, trying to stay strong and trying to keep it together and trying to keep on going while not trying to fall apart. That takes energy too. Even if no one sees it. Even if you don't talk about it. Your mind still carries it and your body feels it. So the next time you feel drained, even after resting, don't immediately assume something is wrong with you. Pause for a second and ask yourself, what has my mind been carrying today? Because once you understand that, everything starts to make more sense. You stop blaming yourself for being lazy or unmotivated. And you start recognizing that your mind has been working hard in ways you didn't even notice. And when you see that, you can finally start taking care of your energy the right way. If this helped you understand your mind a little better and you want more conversations like this, make sure you subscribe to All Things Mind and Life, because sometimes the things we struggle with the most are the things no one even ever explains. Don't forget to check out our new site. We just launched our own personal website that is dedicated to the Team Oreos, cozy comfort. So that will be linked down below. I love and appreciate every single one of y'all for sticking with me, hanging out with me, and being patient as I slowly get back into the world of internet. Thank you guys, and until next time, stay curious, my friends.